Recently, 2 of your Harbor Division officers stopped 2 Carson Patrol deputies who were in full uniform but driving an unmarked car. Your officers mistakenly thought the deputies were felony suspects and, based on that belief, ordered them out of the car at gunpoint and prone them out on the street. For the next 10 to 15 minutes, the deputies remained prone on the street at gunpoint while your officers tried to determine whether or not they were real deputies. The deputies tried in vain to convince your officers they were authentic, but even though they were in full uniform, and even after one of your field sergeants arrived, there was still some delay in identifying the deputies. This incident, while not only embarrassing the Los Angeles Police Department, and all law enforcement for that matter, could possibly have had a tragic outcome, and at the least leads to bad blood between departments. It also illustrates a severe training deficiency within your department that of recognizing other law enforcement agencies, specifically the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. The purpose of this tape is to teach you, the LAPD field officer, how to identify a deputy sheriff in uniform and to identify most unmarked cars you may stumble across in the field. Well, let's start with the unmarked car identification. Now, we have a sketch here of an unmarked car. It's a simple sketch, a child sketch, and we thought about actually showing you pictures of our unmarked cars, but we realized that the different models and different colors of the cars would probably confuse you. So let me use this sketch to show you just a couple points that you can look for in identifying an unmarked car. Well, first of all, our cars have to communicate with each other, and this is accomplished with the use of a radio. Now, if you're still not sure, hey, try to run the plate on the car. This is a quick, simple test that even you could do without the presence of a field sergeant. Now, hey, I know it seems like an awful lot of responsibility for you to initiate anything without having a field sergeant present. But if you try it just once, you'll be amazed and proud of just what you can do. Now, for you newer LAPD officers who haven't quite learned what a license plate looks like yet, here's an illustration of a license plate. They're going to look very similar to this, and they're mounted usually on the front and back end of a car. If the plate returns to LA County Sheriff's Department, you can be pretty sure that the car you're looking at is an unmarked unit and the occupants inside the car are deputy sheriffs. Now it's time to test what you've learned. These tests are important because this is how we determine how much of the material presented has been understood and retained by you. We realize that because of your background and the training or lack of training you've received from your department, we can't expect miracles. So just relax, take your time, and do your best. We're going to show you 5 sketches of vehicles which you may encounter in the field. Your task is to correctly identify the letter which corresponds to the unmarked sheriff's vehicle. Now, to make it easier for you, we've given you a big hint. See if you can find it. Still haven't got it? Okay, no problem. We'll give you a little bit more time. We'll even give you one more hint. If you picked A, congratulations. You now have the necessary knowledge to correctly identify unmarked sheriff's units in the field. If you see one, please drive by. The deputies inside are probably on a stakeout and wouldn't want to talk to you anyway. Oh, by the way, if you picked anything other than A, don't worry about it. Just go back and review the unmarked car identification portion of this test. Unless your nose is incredibly brown, in which case you're probably going to promote without the need for any knowledge or common sense. Now let's move on to the uniform identification. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department uniform consists of a tan shirt, green pants, black shoes or boots, and black leather gear. We want to show you a few specific things to look at on a deputy's uniform. Now, we've spared no expense in trying to teach you this information, so we've actually brought a real deputy sheriff in uniform to help you out. All deputies in uniform will have a star pinned on the left side of the chest. It is a 6-pointed star with a bear in the center, and circling the bear are a group of letters which spell Deputy Sheriff, Los Angeles County. We also wear green and yellow patches on both of our shoulders. The patches have a star and a bear in the center and say Los Angeles County Sheriff. Look for a nameplate on the right side of the chest at the top of the right shirt pocket. The name printed on the nameplate is identical to the last name of the deputy wearing it. Now this enables the sharper of you LAPD officers to know the deputy's last name without asking them. Pens and pencils are always carried by uniformed deputies. Now this practice may seem unnecessary to you, but we write our reports in the field. And since we don't go to the station to write, we have to carry our writing materials with us. Let's move on to the gun belt. We wear a basket weave black leather gun belt, which will contain a gun and a holster, one or two handcuff cases with handcuffs, speedy loader pouches with bullets, a baton, and a baton ring. Lastly, we carry an assortment of keys. If you forget what we carry, look down at your own gun belt. The items we carry will be very similar to your own. This next test is going to be a little bit more difficult. We're going to show you a couple of individuals, and what we want you to do is to correctly choose the uniformed deputy sheriff. Please take your time. I got money riding on this. I know you can do it. Can you pick out the uniformed deputy sheriff? Is he letter A or letter B? Gentlemen, turn to your right. Face back forward. Okay, so maybe that wasn't a fair test because both guys were in uniform. Let's try it again. Okay, now, is the uniformed deputy sheriff letter A or letter B? Gentlemen, turn to your right. Face back forward. Who is it? Still haven't got it? Come on, guys. They're only going to give us one more shot of this. I got money riding on this. I know you can do it. This is your last shot. Is the uniformed deputy sheriff A or B? Turn to your right. Face back forward. Congratulations. I knew you could do it. And I think you guys got something for me.
Here's your lousy $5.
Thank you.
Those hammerheads were not worth 10.
Oh, one last little bit of identification you might try should you find yourself vapor locking in the field and forgetting everything we just told you. You might ask the uniformed deputy sheriff, who's claiming to be a uniformed deputy sheriff, some simple police codes. Like, say, for example, 487.3 PC. You don't know that one. Okay. 4000 ABC. You don't know that one either. There's got to be some code you guys all know.
How about code 7?
Yeah, what about code 7?
That'll work. Okay, code 7. Ask the uniformed deputy sheriff, what's a code 7? If he answers correctly, he's either a deputy sheriff or he watches a lot of Adam 12 reruns. We hope this tape has been helpful to you. We encourage you to copy and distribute it throughout your department. It is our sincere hope that the embarrassing incident initiated by your well-meaning, but let's face it, inept, idiotic, and unexcusably incompetent officers and sergeant never reoccur. As Sergeant Stan Yablonsky of Hill Street Blues always said, let's do it to them before they do it to us. But let me add, let's not do it to each other.